We are live. My name is Alan Roberts. I'm coming at you solo. My partner in crime, Mark Lobliner, is off on business, working literally like 18 hours a motherfucking day. There's a reason why Mark's nickname is the Machine. Just so everybody, I know that people don't understand that where Mark and I came from, because this is Evening Rants. We talk a lot about politics and health and stuff like that here. But both Mark and I came from the fitness realm. And Mark forever has been called the Machine. And not until you get to be like a close friend of his, like I would imagine I'm his best friend. He's my best friend. I can tell you this: I wish I had like half that motherfucker's energy, and I have a lot of energy. Like, it's intense being around him. So good, Mark. I hope you're having a good day, buddy. And I am going to hold on to fort. We are going to talk about just a few things off the top of the dome, basically some news that's going on, and then we are going to usher off on into a nice evening. We're going to probably talk for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we're going to go from there. I can tell you this, though. Show up Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Central Time, or excuse me, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to have Jesse Kelly on Evening Rants, and we are going to basically ask all the crazy questions. So I am looking very forward to it. Jesse, thank you very much for coming on. It is going to be an amazing show. I appreciate it. But let's just get straight the fuck to it, shall we? Let's talk about what we got going on here. This is just kind of the news from today, which is what makes this crazier and even more wild. Let's see here. This is from Catherine Herridge. This says, breaking. FBI imposed a gag order, quote unquote, on Hunter Biden's laptop after employees accidentally confirmed its authenticity to Twitter. Newly released internal FBI chat messages reveal senior bureau officials actively shutting down discussion of the laptop's credibility days before the 2020 presidential election. If we know who these senior bureau officials are, these senior bureau officials should be in jail right now. They should have already arrested them. I don't understand why we have not, for literally election interference. We should be absolutely arresting these people. So if we know that senior bureau officials did, in fact, make it so they ran cover for the Biden family, they should all be in jail for treason, standing trial to wait for them to stand in front of a line of people with firearms. We have to start punishing these people. If like, we can't just be like, oh yeah, wow, they cheated like crazy. Oh yeah, we caught them. They cheated like crazy. So fucking what? Do something about it for real. Shit's got to get done. An FBI official admitted to House investigators that an FBI employee had inadvertently confirmed the authenticity of Hunter Biden's laptop to Twitter on a conference call the morning of October 14th, 2020, the day the New York Post published a story about it. I recall that when the question came up, an intelligence analyst assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division said something to the effect of, yes, the laptop is real. The then Russian unit chief testified in a closed-door transcribed interview. I believe it was an official of General Counsel attorney assigned to the Foreign Influence Task Force stepped in and said, we will not comment further on this topic. Arrest that motherfucker. In jail. Absolutely. For the first time with a change of administration, the FBI has now turned over to GOP House investigators the internal chat messages that show bureau leadership actively silencing its employees. Arrest them all. Why are we not arresting them all? This is what I don't understand. This is election interference. This is going against their oath. They are traitors. Arrest them. How are we not? I shouldn't even have to have this discussion. This should be reading like they were all arrested today. Oh, the FBI, which had a special task force to counter foreign election interference, which they then used to conduct election interference, could have set the record straight by confirming the laptop was real and the subject of an ongoing criminal probe. Instead, FBI leadership allowed the false narrative about the laptop to gain momentum, and anybody involved in it, and I mean anybody involved in it, should be arrested, and arrested for treason. For treason. They are traitors. They are enemies of the people. It's so next level that we don't view it this way. The FBI provided the chat messages to congressional investigators with heavy redactions. Some of the redactions on the chat are marked OGC, AGC, which appears to mean that they were made by the FBI's official of general counsel and associate general counsel. Why do they get to redact it from it? Like, shouldn't they have to just turn this shit over? No more redacting. Fuck all your redacting bullshit. Give us the Epstein files, unredacted. Give us the JFK files, unredacted. Why does the government get to keep secrets from us? They can spy on us, but they can keep secrets from us. We can't be secret from them, even if we wanted to be, because they can spy on us. But they can lie to us, withhold shit, and basically just refuse to tell us shit. Absolutely not. We have to change this. We absolutely have to change this. In the chat, the FBI officials showed awareness that the laptop may have contained evidence of criminal activity. Asked Chan, actually, what kind of case is the laptop thing? Corruption, campaign finance? Another FBI employee responded, close hold, after which the response was redacted. To which Chan responded, oh crap, appearing to underscore the serious problem of the probe, which included felony tax charges. Chan adds, okay, it ends here. In the same conversation, Chan is asked if anyone discussing the New York Post article on the Bidens. Chan responded, yes, we are. CD confirmed an active investigation. No further comment. CD is likely shorthand for the criminal division. Said another FBI employee whose name was redacted by the Bureau, please do not discuss the Biden matter. Unredact this shit. Arrest every fucking body. This is not rocket science. We don't need Elon for this. Arrest the traitors. Arrest the traitors. All right. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Oh, this is one of my favorites. This guy's so upset, by the way. This guy is so very, very, very upset. The CDC has literally been gutted today. Woohoo! Yes! There is no need for April Fools when reality is a nightmare for every human on the planet. Thousands of scientists fired, entire departments erased. Why? First of all, why are we taking care of the rest of the planet? I don't understand. They can do their own fucking research. How about that? And this is like wild because then he goes on, no more occupational health research. No more HIV research or tuberculosis or sexually transmitted infections. No environmental health and science research. No chronic disease research or prevention. How dare you even bring up chronic disease? Do you know how astronomically ridiculous the rate of increase of chronic illness in America has been since the inception of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which does not prevent or control any goddamn diseases? We are the sickliest we've ever fucking been, literally thanks to them. It was never about your health. Like the concept that we should have any health organization at all still exist that made the decisions that were made in 2020 and 2021. We should just void them. We should have fired everybody from the very start and hired new, started fresh, did whatever. Because literally they lied. Literally, the CDC lied. Dr. Rachel Walensky lied. Do you know how I can tell you Dr. Rachel Walensky lied? Give me 1 second and I'll get it for you. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, wait, I know I can get it. Give me 1 second. I got to download something. It's just wild to me that, like, what will we do without the CDC? Likely be much, much, much healthier. Just putting that out there. We would likely be much, and I mean much, much healthier. So Give me a second. So, and another person that should be arrested, by the way, is Dr. Rachel Walensky. She was the CDC director for the Biden administration at the very beginning. But she should definitely go to jail, like forever, because very frankly, she's an evil human being that, oh, hang on, here it is. So she is an evil human being. Here we go. I'm going to put this up here. This is from Dr. Rachel Walensky. This was September, I think September 21st or 18th or 21st of 2021.
Experts so convinced, including you, that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for pregnant women?
So
at the time, there was absolutely no fertility testing done at all whatsoever, like none. They admitted that there was none done. They have no idea how this treats. Women aren't even supposed to eat fucking deli meat when they're pregnant. And we're just putting an experimental gene therapy into them as if, oh, it's a messenger RNA vaccine, like where it actually goes in and it rewires how your cells do shit. Like everybody understands that's how this gene therapy worked, right? The gene therapy changes how what your cells produce, and your cells then produce the spike protein, which is a harmful entity in the body. I don't even know why we focused on, hey, I got a good idea. Let's have it produce the spike protein, the thing that's killing people. Fucking stupid ass shit. But this is her talking.
Numerous studies here, and this is really important because I do know you want to control.
By numerous studies, she means zero. She should be in jail.
Everything you want it to all be perfect, and you worry, right? Because there's so many things that feel like that they're not in your control. Mm-hmm. The first thing I think that's really important to understand is that pregnant women tend to have more severe disease than non-pregnant women. So it's really...
COVID was a cold with a great marketing program. There is a study on the World Health Organization website from Dr. John Ioannidis that was written, that was done in early 2020. It's called a seroprevalence study. And it was done in early 2020 to find out exactly how many people had it, because they were only testing for active virus instead of testing for antibodies also. So he did the seroprevalence, which is testing for the antibodies. And the peer-reviewed study that is on the World Health Organization shows that it was in line with the seasonal flu the whole fucking time. It's on the World Health Organization website. It's not even an argument. It's peer-reviewed and on there. It's you can't, like, it is not, well, that's your thought. No, this is fucking factual. So the more severe illness, like, it was in line with the seasonal flu. If you were young and healthy, if you avoid ultra-processed foods, got proper hydration and all like that, it was radically undangerous for you, like radically safe. You were not in any danger at all. Not at all, but like 0.0000045 or something like that.
Really important to make sure that they're protected, because if you want to do anything, it's to make sure that you are delivering a healthy baby and you are there to be the mom to that baby for a very...
So notice how she's playing on the emotional heartstrings of people by saying, like, oh, you want to be a good mom? Here, take this experimental gene therapy produced by historically corrupt companies from historically corrupt industries that were given full liability protection. So if you or your baby do get hurt, you can't do a goddamn thing about it. And we produce this in a fraction of the time it would take to get any type of safety data, but you can do this, otherwise you're a bad mom. Why is she not in jail? Why is she not in jail?
Long period of time. And so we really do want to make sure that those pregnant women are protected. We have data on pregnant women, not just getting vaccine in the third trimester and the second trimester, but now even the first trimester.
If you get a vaccine and when you're pregnant, if you take this gene therapy when you're pregnant, I feel really bad for you. I really do, because that's fucked up.
have that period of time. Early on, we could say in that third trimester, no outcomes that were different among women who were vaccinated and women who weren't vaccinated for their babies. And
she has no proof of this. She has no proof of this. She is up here making shit up.
Now, with more and more data, we're seeing that there are really no differences in outcomes in terms of fertility, desire to get pregnant.
No fertility testing done. Desire to get pregnant is a weird thing to be testing.
Adverse baby outcomes, really, if you've been vaccinated or not.
Anybody want to guess how many women miscarried in the actual Pfizer trial? A lot. A fucking lot.
Not. So what we really know now with a wealth of data and numerous studies, thousands of pregnant women, that that you are at higher risk if you don't get vaccinated, and that outcomes are the same.
She has no idea. You cannot possibly prove that. They can't even prove that the vaccine, I keep calling it vaccine, it's a gene therapy. They can't even prove that the gene therapy saved any lives. You can't prove that it did. You absolutely can't prove that it did.
Same for mom and baby if you do get vaccinated.
So that is Dr. Rachel Walensky, former CDC director, now Pfizer, not Pfizer, but now some sort of pharmaceutical head, basically lying her fucking ass off. Literally just lying her fucking ass off. So insane to me that we still put up with this shit. Just wildly ridiculous. All right, so let's go back to this bullshit. This guy is very in his fucking feelings. Or woman, excuse me. Whatever. Andrea C. Love. I wrote about this with Dr. Kale Sule months ago. The plan all along has been undermining the road, our federal infrastructure from the inside out. That's why RFK, Marty Mackey, Callie Means, Mazam Oz, and others are being installed. I mean, you do realize that the CDC has been a complete objective failure. Okay. When we first got the CDC, we spent something like a tenth of what we spend right now. We are spending $4.5 trillion a year on healthcare in America. $4.05 trillion of that. 90% of that is for chronic and mental illness. 60 years ago, only about 3% of the population had chronic illness. Now, 90% of our spend is on that. 60% of all adults have at least one comorbidity, have at least one lifestyle-driven chronic illness. 40% have two. Well over 50% of the population, close to 60% of the population is on at least one daily medication to sustain their life. 40% are on at least two. Our actual age of life expectancy has gone down. We are fatter than ever, never had more cases of type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, all these things. Fuck the CDC. Do you know how we can not need the CDC? If we take the money that was done from there and subsidize local farmers to produce eggs and beef for cheap and just have everybody eat eggs, beef, and go for walks, get plenty of hydration, get plenty of sleep, get plenty of stress relief. Pretending that the CDC is preventing or controlling any diseases is literally the shit that can only get said in the dimension that the fucking leftists live in, that has a purple sky with a rainbow going across it and a unicorn dancing on the rainbow shitting out glitter. It's not a real goddamn thing. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Peter. What's up, Peter? Just an FYI, you shouldn't eat your body weight in grams of protein daily. The average person only needs 45 to 55 grams, around 2 servings of tofu. There is no need to fall for an unneeded protein-obsessed fad diet trend. We evolved eating mostly fucking meat. That's literally why our brains developed past primates. Do a little bit of goddamn research, PETA. But also, plant-based diets are worse for the environment and kill more animals. Reality exists. When you can see animals being culled, their habitat being destroyed, And then if any invasive animal comes in, they shoot them and kill them. It is not humane to eat vegan. You are just trying to feel good about yourself. Fucking PETA, shut the fuck up. Also, 1 gram of protein per pound of body mass is scientifically shown to be extremely healthy for you, with actually much higher health markers and much greater longevity than eating less. And who the fuck are you to tell anybody and to spit out 45 to 55 grams? So you're saying that a 5 foot tall, 110 pound woman needs 45 to 55 grams and a 200 pound male needs 45 to 55 grams. Do you realize how stupid that made you sound? Right? Like how moronic that made you sound. So a 100 pound woman, a 200 pound male, both need 45 to 55 grams of protein? Fucking stupid ass motherfuckers. I love Mark. Don't let science interrupt the claim. It's right here. Right here. Showing they're wrong. Fuck yeah, motherfucker. All right. So Tim Pool, how you doing, buddy? This is not a man. It's not how men act. It's not how men feel. This is a woman. Yeah, let's check this out.
Goodness, what has brought me the most joy? The most.
I'm sorry, but I'm still calling her a her. She looks like a woman to me. You don't look like a man to me. You don't sound like a man, look like a man, act like a man, no mannerisms of a man. You don't get called a man. I call you. It's not misgendering to call people how they appear. It's just not.
Joy. It's getting out of the shower and the towel's around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am. I'm not.
Did she sound like she was about to cry when she said that?
Having all these little moments that used to be just being in a t-shirt. It's being able to touch my chest and
pretty sure you could have touched your chest when you had boobs still.
Feel comfortable in my body for probably the first time. Tears.
That's not a man. I agree with Tim Pool. That's not a man. That's not a man. I feel bad for that woman, but that's not a man. Dr. Mike, you piece of shit. What's up?
RFK Jr. is a public health threat.
So why do you think he is a threat?
I think that RFK.
By the way, you know that doctors are really not qualified to treat metabolic disorder because they don't learn anything about nutrition. Did you know that doctors are not taught about a thing called Farr's Law? Farr's Law for pandemics pretty much outlines how all pandemics have gone in the last 200 years, 50 literally different epidemics and pandemics. They don't teach about that at all. If they did, by the way, we would have never locked down because it was very clear that the first wave was in fall of 2019, the first and most serious wave. What we locked down for was the end of the second wave. Good job. Good job destroying the economy on fucking bullshit. But this guy, by the way, also is a complete hypocrite, full of shit. I've done videos on him.
Stances of why.
Oh, and by the way, Doc, I'd debate you any given fucking time about what you're about to talk about and devastate you. Like, I'd end your fucking career. I would end your fucking career. I literally just wrote a book called It's Not About Your Health, the COVID Pandemic, which this motherfucker right here told everybody to wear masks and then went down to Miami to party without a mask on. There's no credibility here. He has no fucking credibility.
He's a public health threat. Go past the anti-vaccine stance.
It's not a vaccine. It's a gene therapy.
He's made public statements that HIV doesn't cause AIDS, that poppers, which is a party drug or a recreational drug that people use, is really the reason why AIDS exists. That is not someone who
I've never heard him say that, actually, but if he
clearly understands science, and I don't want them in charge of.
You don't understand science. If you thought masks work, you don't understand science. If you thought 6 feet distancing worked, you don't understand science. If you thought lockdowns were going to be beneficial and not massively harmful, you don't understand science.
A health agency.
Okay, assuming he does become head of the health department, wouldn't he now technically be considered the expert, not an expert, but the expert?
No.
So then if he put something forth that was anti-vax, and he said we have sufficient evidence to prove this, and then other medical experts such as you, which are pro-vax, went against it, wouldn't now you be categorized as the wrong ones?
No, because it's not based on a single person's opinion. This is a consensus-driven statement.
Notice how he had to say consensus driven and not data driven. Right? It's consensus driven. Like all of us doctors that are paid by the pharmaceutical industry to sell their fucking drugs, we all agree. Like drugs are good for you, so we can keep getting rich. That's fucking reality, right?
Driven by thousands of doctors, dozens of agencies, not just here in the United States, but worldwide as well.
Okay. Do you allow your patients to write bad reviews about you if they had a bad experience?
It's not my choice to write it or not write it.
No, do you allow them? Or would you remove it?
No,
No what?
I would not remove it.
Okay. So if we look at Facebook, Google, YouTube, they suppressed so many anti-vax posts, legitimate declarations of they were injured, serious deaths. ABC News went on Facebook and they posted a simple question. Who do you know or yourself that was seriously injured from the vaccine? Over 200,000 comments that were then removed by Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg just went on Joe Rogan and he said that Joe Biden, the Biden administration, forced them to censor people. So if someone really believes in their product, why would they do mass censorship to hide it?
Great question.
I'm a family medicine doctor. I have no idea why they're censoring certain websites or
What a cop out. What a cop out.
not censoring certain websites. Like that's outside of my scope.
Well, that's outside of your scope, but just using logic, just using reasoning. You said you would not remove your patients as bad reviews. So why would we allow these experts to then remove those kind of critics?
Last that I checked, no doctor removes patient bad reviews. No doctor goes on and hides comments. I mean,
Happens all the time, by the way.
maybe they do it on an individual level, but not on a systemic level.
Okay. I would just say that RFK Jr. Does appeal to other experts that even if they're vaccine skeptics, they put forth legitimate studies that would be antithetical to the pro-vaccine studies. So you said earlier, like misinformation. I would ask, who is the author of misinformation?
Who is the author of
this
misinformation?
guy's
So
crushing it.
misinformation, first off, is predicated on the fact that there's a right information. Right information is going to be predicated on the fact that there's absolute truth. Does science state absolute truth?
There's no absolute truth, period.
So if there's no absolute truth within this realm, I don't know why we should completely rule out RFK Jr. and the other experts that he could appeal to.
The reason I rule him out is because he takes information that is not true, like that poppers cause AIDS.
Subjectively true.
It's not subjectively true.
For the time being, because you just said it's provisional truth, meaning it can change with time.
Right, but you can create any sort of statement. And in healthcare, we can't just go off of any statement because someone feels subjectively to be true. We have to do our best.
Then why did we lock down? Then where did 6 feet distance come from? Then why did somebody come up with masks work? Like, this is the bullshit. Like, you guys suck, all of you. Like, we know we got you fucking dead to rights. You're full of shit. Full of shit. And Dr. Mike Forsowski, whatever it is, and I mean, seriously, anytime you want to debate public health with me, feel free to come and look stupid. Like, feel free to come and look stupid. I'd fucking wreck your world. You clearly are just pulling the line, you know? Oh, here's more FBI chats showing a gag order. Okay. And let's see here. What lets me go? And this is fucked up. Democrats did give millions of illegals Social Security numbers. They were registering to vote. Elon Musk has confirmed they did vote. Democrats qualified illegals as for maximum Social Security benefits. They enrolled in Medicaid with their new Social Security numbers. This is treason. Anybody that thought we should be giving illegal aliens anything at all, and how they get our Social Security benefits is wild to me. But we've been robbed. Like, that's the thing. We have absolutely been robbed. This should never, ever, ever happen. We need zero illegal immigration. We need 100% deportation. I saw a statistic today that said that in the first 2 months that we've that we need to fucking that we've had 100,000 deportations. That's not nearly motherfucking enough. Trump is in office for 48 goddamn months. Get off your goddamn asses. For real. That needs to be like 500,000 a month. It needs to be. If you are in the country illegally, we need to make policy to make it so that you cannot get a job. Any company that hires an illegal alien should lose that company, and the CEO go to jail for helping and abating enemies of the people. We should make it so they can't get housing. They're having 20 to 30 million extra people in the country is raising the cost of our living. Fuck that. Get them the fuck out. Right goddamn now. And on that note, guys, I am actually going to call it a little early. I'm going to chill out with the wife. We will be back Thursday. Please do check us out. We're going to have Jesse Kelly on for about an hour. It's going to be amazing. Hope all of you have a great day. My name is Alan Roberts. God damn.
The Holy Trinity Bundle isn't just about weight loss. It's about empowering you to find your healthiest, happiest self. Let's talk about what's in the bundle and how it caters specifically to our needs. First, we got Ember, which is not just any fat burner. It's also going to boost your mood, your energy levels, while also suppressing your appetite. And if you're worried about it being too strong, you can split the tablet in half to tailor its impact. Next, we have Alchemy NCT, which turns the carbs that you eat into energy and not fat. Yes, energy, not fat. This is our way of making sure that the meals that you eat contribute positively to your weight loss journey. And girls, we all know that we want that. And finally, no morbidity. This one's my favorite because it works while you sleep. It burns fat and controls those nighttime cravings without any stimulants, so you wake up feeling refreshed. Try it out and feel the genuine difference. Here's to new beginnings and real results.